Anyone reacted today? Reaction. A little irritation, a little hurt, anger, upset, pain. Any time in the last 1 week, anyone reacted in this last 1 week? Anyone today, this morning? Anyone while driving to this place? Nizar bhai, who is the cause? The traffic? So the situation is what the situation is. Who is the creator of how I feel? And if I say I always, then situation may not be my way. Situation may be completely opposite of how I wanted it to be, but my mind will always be my way. Because I am the creator of the response. But if in that moment I forget that I am the creator of my response, then I don't consciously choose my response, I just react to what the situation is. Which means, as is the energy of the situation, so is the energy of my reaction. And if I'm choosing my response consciously, then the energy of the situation is the energy of the situation, and my energy is my choice. Yes? No? So how many of you are able to choose your response of a vibration which is untouched by the energy of the situation or the energy of the person? How many of you are married? And is your spouse here with you today? So we'll have to take that certificate from them. Untouched by their behavior, are you able to create that response? And if we were able to do that, which we are able to do sometimes, but many times not, and those sometimes, those few times where we are able to choose our response, there's no conflict, there's no argument. But when we react to the energy of the other person, then it no longer remains a dialogue or a conversation. Whether it's your spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a stranger on the road. And that's when we entangle with that vibration of the situation, we entangle with the vibration of the other person, and our own energy gets pulled down. And when I deplete that energy and I next enter into the next scene, screen band kar dijiye. Switch off that screen, please. We don't need screens. And with that depleted energy, when we enter into the next scene of life, we don't have that strength to face the next scene, and then again we react. And then very soon, reaction starts becoming normal. And that's when we created a world where we started saying, stress is. You have to say it. Stress is normal. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? In your city, is stress normal? I am not going to answer, so you don't look at me, because for me, stress is not normal. You will have to share your options. Stress is? Anger is? Not normal. Irritation is not normal. Fear is not normal. If I start living my way with that consciousness, it's not normal, then I will start creating those emotions which are normal. Put the hands out, left and right. I will say out a few emotions, patterns of our responding to situations. If you feel it's normal, you put it on the right hand, and if you feel it's not normal, you put it on your left hand. And then just raise that hand gently so that we see which hand you have chosen. Okay, everyone? And the rule of the game is not to look at, because that's not normal. And we're doing that a lot nowadays. Ready? Stress. Or you can say it out. That'll be easier. Stress. Left or right? Everyone has to participate. Stress, left or right? Sure? Anger? Happiness? Peace? Expectation? Expectation. Expectation from family. No, you continue. Ego? Acceptance? Humility? Comparison? No comparison? No social media comparison? Competition? No competition? Right? No. Left? Left, right competition? Self-respect? Fear? Worry? You don't worry for your children? I love you so much, obviously I worry for you. Left or right? Attachment? Attachment? So you're not attached to your children. Attachment, left or right? Love? Acha. So from today, no attachment? No worry? So one is, I don't know which is normal. Second is, I know which is normal, and yet I'm creating the opposite one. So we've reached a stage where we know which one is normal and which is not. And how do we decide which emotion is normal? Which emotion where you experience comfort, here and here. Create stress, you can experience that discomfort here, and that result of that discomfort is reflected in the body. Create peace and you can see that comfort here and that ease in the body. And so each time we are creating an uncomfortable emotion, we are actually creating an emotional dis-ease, where my mind shifts from its position of ease. It is a dis-ease. And when I create emotional dis-ease many times in a day, then after some time it translates into a physical dis-ease. And today it's translating also into a mental dis-ease. Do you have depression in your city? Yes? Yes? Is it increasing? Yes. Has it increased post-COVID? Yes. What did COVID have to do with fear and anxiety and depression? Here comes a situation. Suddenly we were not prepared for it. Situation not our way. And most of us on the planet said fear and anxiety is normal. And so millions of people created fear and anxiety for over a year. And the vibration of the planet shifted. The vibration of the planet dipped during COVID. COVID is more or less a closed chapter, but we have done nothing to raise that vibration of the planet. And so fear and anxiety is in the air. And even school-going children are experiencing fear and anxiety. And that is why it is so important to have the definition of what is normal when a situation arises. And why is it that knowing that which one is right, often we are creating the one which is not normal? Because when the situation comes, we don't pause to choose our response. We believe that it is the situation which is creating our reaction. And we've lived our lives saying work stress, exam stress, worrying for children, upset because they said this, they are irritating. How many of you know irritating people? Do you know any irritating people? Yes or no? Are they irritating? Are they irritating? So what's the line? Change the vocabulary. Are they irritating? No. Then? Vocabulary change. We say they're so irritating. Are they the ones who are irritating? Can that person create irritation on every person on the planet? No. But I get irritated in response to what they do. But I don't say I create the irritation, I say they are irritating. And when I say they are irritating, I endorse my irritation and I say it's normal to get irritated when somebody behaves like this. And so the first thing that spirituality teaches us, and that's why Raj Yoga is such a powerful tool, because Raj Yoga means becoming a self-ruler. Self-ruler, self-mastery. Mastery first on your mind and then mastery on the sense organs. How many of you feel your sense organs are in your control? Sense organs means my eyes, my ears, what I speak, what I eat is completely in my control. Yes, no, sometimes, often. If you want to experience self-mastery, just practice it with your phone and you will create self-mastery. Because that's the place where we become victim. I didn't want to see it, but I didn't want to talk for so long, but if I think that this is normal, then I'm depleting inner power. I'm depleting inner power. And that's why spirituality first tells us, don't eat this, eat this. And many of us are like, no, very difficult, I can't give up this. If you can't give up what is healthy for you, what is not healthy for you, then you will live like a victim to that item, just a food item. And if I'm not able to take mastery over my sense organs, I will never have mastery over the mind. And because we lost the mastery over the mind, we started losing over the sense organs, and sometimes we even raise our hand and we said, I don't know how it happened. Ever said to somebody, I didn't mean to say it, it was just a slip of the tongue? Yes? I didn't mean to say it. And the other person is also happy, acha hua, they didn't mean to say it. Very good. So I'm cheating them, I'm cheating myself. I didn't mean to say it. Of course I meant to say it. I couldn't have said it if I didn't mean to say it. It's just that I had created those thoughts, but I had locked them in the cupboard here. And there comes a stimulus, and they press that button and that cupboard opens. And everything just spills out at a pace that the person even can't hear. We talk so fast at that time because so many thoughts are falling out. And after saying all that we said, even we paused to reflect, why did I say all this? But I said all this because I had created all this in my mind and stored there and not saying it to them. And they press a button and there it comes out. So do we need to go back to experiencing that self-rule, self-mastery? How would life be if I become a master over my mind and my sense organs? And then in every scene, I would be the master. I would be the master. Again, put both your hands here. Put someone on your left hand, maybe your spouse or your children. Someone whose behavior triggers some emotion in you of the left hand side. Okay? And now put yourself on the right hand. And now look at it in a detached way. They do what they do. They say what they say. Maybe they do it on a daily basis. Who is creating my response? Who is creating my response? They, me, or both? Me. Sure? 100%? 100%? Raise your hand here like this, I. Now, what is the power of my reaction? If they use wrong language, if they say words which are mean, if they are rude, how is their emotional health at that moment? They are family, right? How is their emotional health at that moment? It's a little dipped. When they behave that way, I get hurt, I get upset, I get worried. What happens to my emotional health? That also dips. And when my vibration also dips, what am I radiating to them? What am I radiating to them? I'm radiating that lower negative energy. They are already in a lower vibration. And what do I radiate to them? My hurt, my pain, my humiliation. What will it do to them? Please keep doing that with your hand. What will it do to them? It will take them lower. And when they will go lower, looking at them, what am I going to do? Go lower. And then where will that energy go to them? And they will go lower. And both of us are going karo. And we said this is normal. Come back. They're on the lower energy right now. Even if it means your child is going through a tough situation, maybe they've seen a failure, maybe unwell, physically, mentally. Where should I be? Where should I be? How high? Why should I be higher when they are in pain? Why should I be higher on a higher energy when they are in pain? Because where will that energy radiate? It will go here. What will it do to them? This is family. This is friends. That if someone is on a lower energy, the other people around them need to be higher. But what do? We say, you are in pain, so obviously I will be upset. And then they will say to you, please leave me alone for some time. And we will say, no, but I want to be with you. Say, but I don't want to be with you right now. Why don't they want to be around us when they are in pain? Why don't they want to be around us when they are in pain? Who would you want to be around when you are in pain? Just visualize you are in pain emotionally. Who are the people you would like to be around? Would you like to be around another person who is in pain? No. Why? What would that pain do to your pain? And so you just want to move away from anybody who's in pain at that time. Even if that pain is just worry for you. They are worried for you. But that's disturbing energy right now. And I'm already in pain. I can't handle any more pain. So I just say, just leave me alone. And then I go outside and meet a stranger. I meet a counselor. I meet my friends. I can meet my friends' parents, but I'm not comfortable with my parents at that time. Does that happen? And why is that happening? Because I'm creating that same emotion which they are experiencing. I'm creating a lower energy. And instead of empowering them, I'm depleting them. And this is happening because we are attached to them. Attachment was left hand or right hand? Attachment was left hand or right hand? So all the emotions which are on the left hand are energy depleters. And all the emotions which are on the right hand are empowering energies. So what is the meaning of attachment? Because some of us fear spirituality. They say, oh, we'll become very detached. Detachment is a weakness or detachment is power? and detachment, what will it do to our relationships? What will detachment do to our relationships? What is attachment doing to our relationships? What will detachment do to our relationships? Here. Detachment is healing. Your child is in pain, emotional pain, and you are calm and stable and powerful. Will that child want to come and be around you? Yes. They will come and sit next to you, and you will ask them, do you want to talk about something? They say, no, I don't want to talk about something. Say, but we can talk about it. He says, no, but I don't need to talk about it. I just want to be around you. I'll manage the rest. So they are coming and sitting in your energy field. They are absorbing your vibration, charging their battery, and then they will go and solve their problem. People don't need advice. They know what they have to do. But they need the power to be able to do what they have to do. But from where will I get that power? From where will I get that power? So I need one person in my house who is a radiator of that power. We need one powerhouse in every family now. One person in every home who will remain calm and stable even if there is a crisis in that house. Everything can go wrong and that one person will remain. That house is safe. But if comes a situation and everyone goes, then that energy of that house gets turbulent. And so detachment is the need of the hour. Detachment does not mean indifference. Detachment does not mean I don't care. Detachment means I care more for you than even for myself. And I know you need power right now, and so I'm not going to allow myself to dip.